Hello everyone, it's Lauren here from Color to Kitty and doing something a little different in this video. So let's see here. Hey everyone, it's Thursday. So what I have here is a mess on my desk. So this package of pencils that I picked up, from Book Outlet years ago, Royal Langnickel. I killed one of the pencils, so now I'm going to add them into my pencil case. So how I do that is a couple things. I add to my pencil case, obviously, and then I have color sheets on what's all my pencils in my pencil case, but I've had to redo my list because I'm adding a bunch of pencils. So this video is to show a little bit of how I do it, and I have these in some sequential order. Sometimes the colors don't line up very well, but that's okay. So that's what we're doing here. So I've got most of the new pencils on the table here that I'm adding. And how I'm adding is one of these got depleted, so here we go. So it's a bit of a venture to do. That takes a while. So first things first, I'm going to put these into some sequential color order, because that's the way I like to roll. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. And because these aren't named, it's a little hard to figure out sometimes. So I gotta use my original guide to, I think, work it through on what these colors are supposed to represent. But I think I'm getting there now. Okay, and then the blues. That way when I put them on my sheets, I've got them kind of in order here. I'm not going to do the entire section. I'm just going to do a portion of it and then call it a session. Don't know the exact sequence, but we'll sort it out. Okay, that's that one. And then I think that's that one. Okay, and then that one. Then we got three browns, the gray, we got the ochre, as I call it. Okay, that's roughly the sequence. I'm missing a couple because I already have them in play on the project right now. But there we go. So I'm just going to move these a little off to the table so I can work with them, hopefully. And now they're getting all mixed up again. So we'll just do a little. See, that way you get the gist of how I do these sheets. And I have 4 pencil cases. There's actually 5 color sheets here. So this is my one of 4 pencil cases. So let me just open one up here and show you what's inside. There we go. So this is the start of the adventure. So first things first, I gotta add the white. However, I'm going to use this white as my blender. So I'm going to just already put it where I need to put it, which is great if I knew where my little pencil case is. Oh my goodness. All right. So because I go through white so easily, and here's the rest of the pencils, that may or may not come up as I'm organizing my color sheets. No, it seems like a little hard to explain, but it's all here. Alright. This is my baggie of tools I have, so I'm just going to throw it in with the tools. Because I expect it might not last very long, I'm not going to fully add it to this set yet, but it's there for when I need it. Just ease of space. Okay, so we got that. Wait. Okay, now I need a yellow, which is here somewhere. Because I've already have it designated for a project I'm working on. So all I do on here is color in that rectangle. That way, for future reference, I can come back to these sheets when I'm looking for a specific color, and I can see what it represents and decide if I want to use it or not. Alright, so that's one. So the next in the color is Mindware. And I wrote orange because there were so many colors happening that were not very well named, so I temporarily named them to make it easier for moi. course, on a very messy desk here. And this takes a while to do, to update the pencil case in the new sequence and update the pencils. So, oh yeah, this is going to mess me up today. So that's 2. And then the new orange, which is actually a little darker than the last orange, go figure. That's also the beauty of doing these color sheets, so I know what the colors look like. So then here's where things get a little complicated. So here's the end of the whites. And then we got yellow, orange, this orange. So this is going to push back my collection a little bit, which is a little awkward. All right. So the next on the list is the dark orange that I have here that I'm adding. Yeah, my list used to be 4 pages. Now it's 5 pages again. So it really does make this grow some more again. All right. So then I'm going to pull out these because these are coming out. But yeah, it does kind of mess things up a little. And then Mindware red is the next. All right. And then the new red that we have here for Royal Langnickel. And I actually really enjoy creating these color sheets when they come up. Alright, so these gotta come out because I got a slot for yellow, the other orange, these two. The red I have already in play that I'm using on a project. Alright, and then the dark red. Alright, so it's come along nicely. So this side is completed, the start of the pencil case. So I'm going to close it up and flip to the next opening here. So I'll just kind of keep this kind of up there so I have an idea what I'm doing. So the next color mentioned is RoseArt Cream, my pencil case. Which is kind of picking up some of the pigment of the last color, but that's okay. So at this point in the game, what I do is pull these out, all of these in that section, to work on what I need to work on. Because I gotta redo all the pencil cases this way. So these steps do take a while. That I can acknowledge. And there's a good chance for mucking up the sequence by doing this. So that RoseArt, I have 2 of them, so they're going in there. All right. So the next is RoseArt Pale Flesh. What a weird name. All right, so there's Pale Flesh. I have 2 of these. And then next is Kid Made Modern Pink Sand. The next is Prang Natural, and it's a little guy, which is nearly depleted. Alright, and then Prang Peach. Alright. Then next is RoseArt Soft Peach. But you get the gist of how to do this. So that's more or less the sequence. So I'll just kind of keep going for a little while longer, because I'm in this groove right now. Soft Peach. The next is like a Mindware beige, or whatever you want to call it. And this ain't always in order. It's just an approximate. But at least when I'm scrolling through to find a color, I can look at this, and it does overly help guide me very well. Alright, now I'm going to pull out the next section here. And this is the new one I'm adding. And next up is Black Widow Toadstool. And next is RoseArt Peach. Just remembering one of these I don't have. Yeah, I tend to get a little distracted when I'm coloring here. Yeah, just try to keep track of all the pencils. So there's Peach. I have a second one. And then Salmon. And then Pale Pink. Now I actually have two of these in play. Like one of them I have already, I'm using for another project. So I gotta make sure when I put this in the slot, I leave room for one, which I have. Alright, so I'll make sure I remember that. Or else when I go to put it away, it makes it a little hard. And this is Kid Made Modern Carnation. And then RoseArt Blush Pink. Alright, so that's Blush Pink. And Blush Pink, I have a second one. Alright, so this section's done for now. But now you can see I'm just relaying out my entire collection based on this list. And yeah, I know, they don't line up very well. Eventually I'll fix it. I just get used to, though this is how it's going to be. I'm like, okay. Alright, so I'm going to pull out the next few here. And keep this rolling. Alright, next color is RoseArt Cherries, which I have here. And RoseArt Ruby. Yeah, a lot of RoseArts here. Because at one point I bought 2 packs of the 72 piece pencils, so I have 72 times 2 at one point. But, you know, colors get depleted. Alright, so next is Black Widow Watermelon. Alright. And then Staedtler Peacock. I already have one of these in place. I gotta remember to keep the slot open in the pencil case. And yes, at one point I had several. I think I had, yeah, I think 2 packs of these too. Alright, and then Kid Made Modern Raspberry. And then Crazart Red Hot Inferno. Alright. And then, yeah, Red Hot Inferno again. Another Red Hot Inferno. Because my Crazy Arts were a little wonky for collection. Alright, so I'm going to pull out the next section here. And just keep going till at some point. So Crazart Magenta. Make sure I'm still kind of on camera here. I like trying to make sure I can see the colors. Then Raspberry Rave. I'm pretty sure I have out. Yes, I already have one out. So I gotta make sure I include the slot. Then the new color for Royal Langnickel that we're adding, which is an odd spot. I'm just realizing that now, but that's okay. Yeah, sometimes I'm way off on selecting where it goes. But that is okay. It could have been me. Could have not read my instructions right. That happens. Alright. And then Mahogany from RoseArt. And I have a second Mahogany. And then Burgundy. I love this color. I actually was using it recently on a project. All right. And then Crazart pink. And I have 2 more of those, it seems. So I had a whack of those at one point. All right, so there. We almost have this page completed. And we're coming into the last section on here. So I'm just going to, again, pull these out because I'm continuing with this tonight. And I do say, I'm not going to do the entire length here of 4 pencil cases, but that could be a lot of fun. So next is Kid Made Modern Azalea. All right. Then I can put this sheet off to the side because that is completed and continue on. So the new color I'm adding is the new Royal Langnickel pink. So 1 down, 4 more to go. All right, and then next is Mindware. All right. Next is Pentel 329. And then RoseArt pink. I got 2 of those. And then Crazart Perry. Or berry, or whatever it's called. Maybe it's berry. It's kind of cut off. And then Solabela dark pink. And then Staedtler again. And at this point, we're on to the last section of this pencil case. So again, I'm just going to pull them out and continue on with this adventure. Alright. So the next is Mindware. But yeah, eventually when I can shorten down the list of pencils, I can put them in a better sequence. Sometime when I do the next update, when I have more time to reorganize the list, that's the plan. Then Crazart pink. Because yeah, that one is definitely out of sequence, but that's okay. I just kind of eyeball it, roughly, when I'm doing my colors. And then that was pink for those ones. I got 2 of those more. And then what's next? Pink Madder Lake. I used this color recently, actually. Then Staedtlers. We got a few of them here. This is Staple Staedtler. So I had a whole whack of these at one point. So I got 2 of those total. And then I have another Staedtler, which I have a lot more of these. This is like a Walmart Staedtler, because that's where I found them with a black type of coating. Which looks almost the same, really. But at least I know what they look like. And I have 4 more to add, but I only have 2 more slots on here. And then that's it for this pencil case. So there, you get the idea of how I do my pencil case. This is literally 1 of 4. So I got a lot more to do over time. But I decided to show you. Alright, my next pencil case is here somewhere. Is my green one. And I'll just continue on. Same thing, just keep going. Alright, well thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions about how I do color sheets, pencil cases, and that, colored pencils, please give me a shout. And feel free to hashtag replay, like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.